Well, howdy, y'all. Welcome to the 13th Annual Hometown Holiday Parade here in Old Town Conyers. I'm Lori Brennan.
And I'm Al Sadler, Sr. A very special thanks to Sean Kimball and Rockdale County 23 channel for airing this parade, and it will be aired throughout the holiday season.
And as you can tell, this year's holiday theme is A Country Christmas in Conyers. So, Al, I kind of figured it was a good time to dig out my daddy's old cowboy hat.
It looks great on you.
Your head's going to get cold. You got a hat if it starts getting cold, right?
I think I'll be fine.
Okay. It does start getting cold once the sun goes down, but for now, we've got a great 60-degree weather day, and it is gorgeous out here. The crowd is starting to pick up. So if you're not here, you need to be next year, first Saturday of the month of December every year, but get here early because territory gets a little tight once everybody wants their spot to watch the parade.
The crowd is gathering, people are just in the holiday spirit. Everybody seems to be ready for this parade.
It's a great way to start the holiday season, isn't it? I feel like Christmas starts when we have the parade day.
Absolutely, and I know that people are excited. Between a man and a boy is the price of his toys.
And you can do it for your line of work. It's great. It happens so easily, but there's so much planning that takes place.
Well, you know it takes a lot of coordination to do this.
It does. Sean Kimmel and Monica Coffin and all the different people that have to work together through the year to get this planned out. We do appreciate everything they do for us. Look, we've got our local motorcycle policemen still clearing the streets a little bit as they come up and down the street. We want to make sure that we do tell you all the different things going on in Old Town Conyers. You want to come
Great
check it
place
out.
to shop.
It is. So you can come down here for a meal. Come grab a show. There's also the art gallery that you can come to, that we have a lot of our local artists that they showcase. So, and then of course the depot players are always having special shows and all. So he's just one of our police officers helping clear the streets here. That was what that number. He was the official number holder, I think, of that entry. I saw number 2 and went right back to it. All right, we've had a little bit of a lug here as far as the parade trying to keep up, but I know I see the motorcycle cops moving people along here. So as we finish talking about some of the things in Old Town, just outside of Old Town, we do have the monastery, the Monastery of the Holy Spirit over off 212. Have you been over there?
Oh, yes.
Parade route.
That was an awesome ride coming out the parade route. I can tell you, this is probably the largest crowd we ever had.
Really?
Wow.
More children I've ever seen, and they're having a great time.
They are. It's a
We are
great
too.
day for it. It is a great day for it.
The best yet to come. We're going to have singing, aren't we? And we're going to just have some great time.
That's right, with the lighting of the tree.
Great.
That is. Well, thank you for having us all out here. We were talking about how the local governments come together and hold hands and make all this happen, so we appreciate it.
Absolutely. Not only local government, the businesses in the community,
That's
the
right.
faith-based community, the youth organizations in the community. It's just a total school system.
We all come together and make it all.
In the band.
Saxophone player
player.
happening here. I did clarinet. I wasn't very good at clarinet. I did the majorette and the flag horn.
Well, sometime I told people that I actually just carried the saxophone in the marching band. They needed somebody to fill up a hole, a spot.
Hey, you gotta love a good saxophone player, though. There were so many people out there. It was a great crowd.
I don't know if it's because of the weather or just the Christmas spirit, but it's been a really nice turnout.
Good. We got some good floats here to talk about here, so this has been a fun time here. And this is the one that was restructured,
Restored.
right?
Yeah.
That's the refurbished one. We actually
Engine
had a lot of
51.
the fire trucks in the parade today.
I saw that. Oh, look at that. Retired Chief Tommy Morgan on the back of that fire truck. You wanted to talk about all the different
Well,
things.
you know, when I was a kid, they had that same fire truck, and it was a volunteer fire department.
Was it?
And when I was working in my grandfather's shoe shop, they had a siren up on one of the buildings, and people just run out of the stores here and jump on that truck, that same truck.
To go help
And
if
to
there
go
was a
put
fire?
out a fire.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, 60 years ago, that's
61 years.
We need
60
to
years,
have
60
a
years ago.
walk-down history lane show.
Yes.
We could have a very good show that people would probably love to watch.
We could. So, all right, here we go as we...
What am I going to say? Am I done?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Thank you. Next Conyers special is, you know, we've got people that move in and go, my goodness, you've got a church on every corner. That is a great thing.
it's a good thing.
We do have a church on every corner, and our churches do work well together and reach out and network and do community projects together. And that's one thing that I've always been grateful as a native from here. It's always been like that.
Right.
So you take that for granted when people move in and think that's odd. I just think that's normal.
But we don't complain about having a hamburger place on every corner, do we?
I know. That's true. We do have a lot more places we can eat. You remember Highway 130? Actually, I remember West Avenue. There just wasn't a whole lot here for many, many years.
Oh, wow. I think the first fast food place I remember was Tasty Freeze. There was a...
I remember on West Avenue.
Yes.
We actually, we're going to really go down memory lane because we have a few minutes now where we're waiting on the rest of the parade. But we would get finished with band practice at JP Carr, or either before band practice started if we could run fast.
Okay.
And we'd run up the street to Tasty Freeze and get back in time before Mr. Hudson knew we'd been missing.
Oh, wow. You were, Mr. Hudson was your band director too?
Yes.
He was my band director.
Mr. Hudson?
Yes.
Yes, I loved it. Well, this is what starts.
We've become so...
everything else.
Yeah, we've become so commercial. A lot of time we forget about that, so...
That's exactly right. What the reason for the season is.
Absolutely.
Well, it's nice. So many of our floats are definitely geared towards the manger, and you've got the kids dressed up. I know, actually, I was up late last night trying to add on some link to a wise man tunic because...
Whoa, I got it.
You can have it.
You can have it.
I hope y'all can see these beautiful horses as they come by with their shiny bridles, their lights. Look at them. They could hook up to Santa's sleigh any day, couldn't they?
I know.
With all these people and all the noise and all the sirens, I'm always amazed that they stay so calm. Here we are, let's see. Now we've got the Rockdale Wranglers Equestrian. That might be some of them as well, not just the 4-H.
Yeah.
The 4-H, that might be the Rockdale Wranglers Equestrian group.
Westbury Health
Westbury.
and Rehabilitation in 2011, second place winner for Best Television, Terry J. Bryant, GHCA. Also, second place winner in House Newsletter, Terry J. Bryant, GHCA. Thank you for joining us today for the 13th Annual Hometown Holiday Parade.
We are at the end of our parade, and of course, coming up next is the lighting of the tree. You're going to want to make sure you stay and join us for that. And, you know, as always, this is always so much fun, Al. I'm so glad you got to come help with this.
I am so glad I did, and it's been a joy working with you, Laurie.
Well, thank you very much. It's always fun. You can't help but have fun when you're at a parade.
Absolutely.
Right? Every day should be a parade. Why don't we do that? We'll have to talk to the local government and see if we can
do that every day.
Yeah. Thank you again, y'all. We enjoyed spending the parade with you. We together, Al and I, wish you a very Merry Christmas.
Very
Remember
Merry
to
Christmas.
Stay tuned for this lighting of the tree that's coming up next. And don't forget the ice skating coming in Old Town Conyers. Call the Welcome Center if you ever have any questions about what's going on in Old Town Conyers. And again, we wish you a Merry
Christmas. Bye-bye.